I think the most important thing people have to do is really sit and analyze what they're willing to sacrifice based on their wants and needs. I
Yep.
think that's a big problem for the consumer right now, that they're so focused on the headlines of the media, like the real estate market's this or the real estate
Yeah.
market's that, but just sit down, focus. Like for me, for example, when I was getting ready to buy, that's what I
Mm-hmm.
did. I'm like, okay, personally, I'm not the type of person to want to buy a condo. That's just based on my goals of want to start a family and have kids and whatever. I always grew up with a big backyard, so I like nature, gardening. So I wanted something with a little, even a small backyard. So I was willing to sacrifice going an hour from Toronto,
Mm-hmm.
staying in Toronto. But everyone's different. I have the option where I could work from home half the time, and we're going everywhere for showings anyway, so it didn't matter for me. But I think
Exactly.
the most important thing is to just analyze what you're willing to sacrifice and
Yeah.
what you're not, and then work towards that direction because the condo market's really good right now.
It
So, like,
Yeah,
is. It is. Yep. It
it's
is.
really
as
good.
a secondary property, like an investment property, if I had the money, I'd buy one right now.
Yeah,
Why
you
not?
can get some pretty nice units for it's basically a buyer's market, essentially
It
meaning
is
there's
a
Yeah.
some
buyer's
buyers
market.
favor.
Yes, and that's what I tell the clients right now. But you know, like what Roman was saying, it's just how much they. It's like the tolerance of sacrifice they can do, right?
Well, not
Kind of
just
people
that.
are kind of scared right now.
We were in a seller's market for like 4 years or 3 years. A
Yeah,
crazy seller's market. So
yeah,
people
yeah,
take time to adjust back to
yeah.
um
Well, you know, factor back then was like
the
you know
pandemic, man.
the
Zero percent
no
interest
no
rates.
the interest rate, it went high too much, right? That's why people who bought a few years ago are kind of stuck there. And I think we were talking about this on our last convo that I even have friends where they even have to move back to their parents' house or
Yeah.
go, because they have to rent out that place that they have just to cover the expense, right? Just to cover the amount of what they're supposed to pay. And that this doesn't even cover the whole thing. They still, pay more than
Yeah.
the rent. So, and people who are hearing this who wanted to buy are kind of getting scared. But now, since the interest rate went down, we were expecting that there's gonna be a big surge or